I'll give you a clue. It's not by watching videos like this. Hi there, it's Adam here from Daily ESOL and ESOL Online. What is the #1 best way to improve your speaking? It's obvious. By speaking, of course. You have to be actively speaking. You cannot be sitting watching videos like this. Much as I hope you enjoy it, you have to be speaking. You need to find a speaking buddy or a tutor, somebody who you can speak with regularly. It's the only way. If you have somebody who you know, set time aside with them. If they speak a language like English and you speak a language that they want to learn, do a language exchange. 10 minutes of their language, 10 minutes of your language. You can do it online, you can do it on the phone, you can do it face to face. But it has to be practical speaking, making mistakes. Ask them to correct you. Do not be proud. It really is the only and the best way for you to do it. The question next is who? Who will you ask? Well, if you know somebody, then that's great. But if that's the case, then you're probably doing that already. I don't think you would need me to tell you about that. It's best, obviously, if you can find somebody who is an experienced English speaker of a higher level. That's really what you need. Which, of course, means spending a little bit of money. You have to. It's inevitable. And you get what you pay for. So if you're happy to find somebody who is maybe a student, somebody who wants to earn a little bit of extra money just by practicing speaking, that's fine. If your budget is quite limited, this is the sort of thing you could expect to pay. This is in British pounds, obviously. I would recommend that you shouldn't be paying anything less than £8 a lesson, out of respect to that person, really. Ideally, it should be more than that. But if you're buying them a coffee, for example, at the very least, I would say it should be nearer to the £15–20 area, I would say, just out of respect for them, for their time. If you want to find a teacher who's a non-native speaking teacher, I know that that's not ideal. If you want to practice English speaking, you probably want to be listening to the accent, get the pronunciation exactly right, thinking about fluency, about idioms, this sort of thing. I would say that for the non-native speakers, £15 to £30 is probably typical from my research. A native speaking English speaker, for a proper teacher with experience, depends how much experience, depends on the area of specialism that you want, £25 to £45, I would say. If you're looking for somebody to specialize in a particular area of business English, for example, it could easily be more than 45. But that's really what you want to be paying to get somebody who is going to do you any good, who is going to be qualified, experienced, correcting your mistakes, giving you good topics to discuss. That is the sort of ballpark area I would say you ought to aim to be spending. Okay. Now, I have a dog in this fight because ESOL Online, we're doing tutorials, one-to-one tutorials, speaking practice. So you can go to this site, which of course I recommend because it's my site. But here is where it's been prepared just for you to be able to speak, to do speaking practice on the topics that you want. So come to this site, ESOL Online, esol-online.com. You can click the logo at the top, or if you scroll down and here it says one-to-one tutorials, book a tutorial. So click on that and it's going to take you through to the store. So scroll down there, it will say one-to-one tutorials. As you can see, you can choose between 25 minutes or 50 minutes. You can book longer if you want. You can book blocks of these. But I would recommend that you do, if it's serious about speaking practice, especially if it's fluency, maybe do one 50-minute lesson a week, something like that. That's £32. So it's right in the middle of the price range for native speaking experienced teachers. So click on that. It'll take you through to a page where it'll give you a little bit more information, and it will give you a calendar for you to choose the date. Click on the date that you want, and then you can choose the time that you want. As soon as you've done that, it'll be UK time. Then you put in your details, you make your payment, which you can make securely online. That payment comes through. You will get a confirmation email with a link at the time that you've booked. Click the link, and that's it. Speak away. Tell your teacher, obviously, what kind of things you want to practice in the speaking. You may have a particular thing in mind, like maybe a job interview that you're preparing for, something like this. But I would very, very much recommend that you invest in this. You can't improve your speaking any other way. It sounds obvious, really, but really, if you're serious about it, invest in it, and your speaking will improve considerably. Your fluency, your pronunciation, your confidence. Okay, so I know it's obvious, but hope it's helpful. Hope the information was useful, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.